podcast. My name is Snap, and I'm autistic. Well, let me get through this. Guys, stop making fun of me. Let me get through this really cringy opening. We have, I don't remember, Black Sun. Is that your name? Because clearly that's a dumb name, as Bumblebee is the superior ship, but you know.
Whoa, guys,
Fuck
come
you.
on. I'm just...
That's monkeys.
Black Sun is just... It's great, and it's canon, and I'm going to be quiet now.
And then my personal favorite, because he's the best, is Whitley Sheet. All you had to do was swear. All you had to do was swear and you fucked up. God! I don't like being the host. Yeah, you are a disappointment. That's why you were a mistake, but you know.
Jesus.
Wow. All right. Whitley's being extra savage today. Anyways, going back to our original characters, Snap. Who is our special guest today?
Fuck if I know.
All right. Hey, special guest. Who is our special guest today?
Bumblebee?
No, it's you. It's you. It's you.
Thank God.
We're just gonna call you Sea Monkeys Guy, okay?
I can live with that.
What are we talking about today?
Cancer. We're talking about cancer. Please go support it.
AKA shipping.
You know, how do you guys feel about shipping in general with regards to RWBY?
Dumb.
It ruins lives.
It does ruin lives.
It's too... It's like a dinosaur that no one can get out, like, under control. Yeah, we can weaponize the Velociraptors. Wrong! They're Velociraptors. You can't do shit with them.
What? Oh my god! Are we talking about the the Velociraptor in RWBY? Because I ship him with the shopkeep. Also, fun fact, if you look up RWBY Abridged on YouTube, Snap's video comes up as the second, the second one.
And the first one is my boy, the Overseer.
What? I have no idea who that is, nor do I care.
He makes the most popular RWBY Abridged.
Well, his RWBY Bridge is in the first one, so.
Yeah, it is.
Let's all agree that Dragon Ball Z Abridged is the best one.
I met them. They're pretty cool.
I don't watch any abridged, so I have no place in this.
Actually, I've only ever watched one. I believe I've only ever watched one or two abridges. I think I've watched Friendship is Witchcraft. And, Yuki!
I
heard the
Actually, no, that's a lie. I also watched the Attack on Titans abridged just because of my senpai.
Who's your senpai?
Oscar.
No, actually, fun fact that I will hammer into you is Oscar's voice actor is the same one as Mick Leo.
Again?
Yeah. Again. It fucked me up, man. It fucked me up because I was watching Tales of Syria. What do you know? Nothing. No, I'm
She's
joking.
always talking about it. She talked about it at least
All I know
one
is that,
podcast.
Because Tales is...
Vegeta's voice actor is in RWBY and plays Watts. Always that guy.
I heard vagina, and I was like, ooh. Speaking of vagina, Bumblebee, right?
No, boy.
Gross.
Boy.
Does anyone in this podcast like Bumblebee or is okay with Bumblebee?
I love Bumblebee.
I love Bumblebee. Bumblebee is amazing.
It's a good ship. That
Bro,
will
shoot
definitely
myself.
happen.
Actually, I think it was.
Everyone's lesbian.
I remember there was something that happened with. I think it was with Latios. Latios.
Yes.
Latios?
Where
Blue Dragon.
wasn't it where like someone was saying that they shipped Bumblebee, and then they were saying because they said they didn't like Black Sun, and then they were like, oh, well, opposites attract. I don't know. You tell the story.
Um, um, they said that sea monkeys won't work because Sun and Neptune are opposites, and then I replied, so are Yang and Blake. Then they
Didn't you
deleted everything and went triggered.
Didn't you get blocked for that?
I think
You know
so.
what? On Ruby Amino, we get blocked for pretty much everything.
That's true. I got blocked. I realized I got blocked by someone. I didn't know what I did, but I couldn't ask them what I did because I was blocked. So
I actually get blocked majority of. I actually got blocked by a really faint, I guess a pretty popular not YouTuber but Amino use. I guess she's a YouTuber too, and she does like the rose garden thing, and I wanted to comment on it, like not even like to say oh Snow Point's better, but I was like, hey, I want to know a question about your contest, and she fucking blocked me. I was like, why? And I to this day do not know why she blocked me. Although I would like to say Rose Pine is still shit.
Yeah.
Or Rose Pine. Rose Garden.
But you're talking about Wit Rose. That's pretty.
No. Wit Rose is clearly like the god. Like it's the
That's
ascending.
superior.
You are ascending.
That.
You are ascending into shipping paradise, and in which case you will love that ship. You will learn to love it. There was a short period of time where I was like, if there was like an OT3 of like Whitley, Oscar, and Ruby, I'd be okay with that. And then that short period of time ran up, and I realized Ruby just ruins everything. Like there's even like a Tumblr who I love. I actually forget his name currently, but he does a lot of like Ozpin and Crow, which is also a really great ship. But Ruby's in the mix too. And I'm like, hey, first of all, what the fuck?
How? Why?
No! Oh, snap, you cunt.
Just for that, I'm going to spam other shit.
So Snap just posted a picture of Blake without her the equivalent of like a hijab, which is her fucking bow, on her she's without the bow. And she has that's not a banana. Oh, that's a collar. How come it's the only thing that's yellow?
Because lesbian.
Fuck that picture, Snap. Can I block you? Yes, I can. I can block Snap. I'm gonna remove to friend and invite to server called Shitty People. Anyways, I guess we should probably go back on topic.
I don't even remember how we got on this topic.
Because we're having fun. I was talking to Snap about something a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday, actually. Recently I got into Overwatch, if you didn't know, because Overwatch fucking great game. But like I knew the reason why I learned about Overwatch was because my friends cosplay as Overwatch characters, and they were telling me about like the shipping involved in it, and I was like, that's all really different from Ruby. It's better. Like again, I'm not touching that fandom with a 10-foot fucking pole. But apparently, it's at least from what I'm seeing, it's a lot different. Like how in Ruby you can pretty much ship anyone, and you can find a way for it to make sense.
Quote unquote makes sense.
Yeah, well, like you can say, hey, if these characters were to have more screen time together, it would make sense because these are their personalities. But like when it comes to like Overwatch, for example, you can't do that because their personalities are over exaggerated.
Fortress is better.
Kill yourself. Boy, you wanna fucking go? You wanna fucking go? You wanna go? I'll kick your ass. I will fly all the way up. I will fly to you, go to every single house in your country, and just kick the shit out of the first male around your age that I see. Eventually, I'll get to you.
Worth it.
I will smoke all of the weed, because I know it's legal there.
No, don't.
I will smoke all of it in your country.
Well, at least you're...
And then you know what? I will humbly accept euthanization because I fucking hate our planet because of the bullshit people that live on it. But yeah, no. Have you are you guys involved in other fandoms and you see like a difference in shipping? Because I do.
Why do people ship Rick and Morty? Wow.
I don't know. All I see when I see Rick and Morty is the guys from Back to the Future, therefore I cannot do so. Why do people romanticize Rick?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Like, I saw an OC on Amino where it was, like, based off of Rick, and it was, like, a really sexy drawn version. Like, why?
Is it Pickle Rick?
No, Pickle Rick is the best Rick, though.
That's true.
Mr. Poopy Butthole is the best character.
Sorry, I interrupted Snap. What were you going to say, Snappy Snoo?
He was going to tell us to shut up and get
Actually,
life,
yeah.
probably.
I was gonna say yeah, but that's not about Ruby. Let's talk about Ruby.
Well, I guess since we're talking about shipping, I think that we should talk about the dilemma with Aaron.
That poor girl.
I've been waiting to say something about this.
I just want to point out, I totally called this because I made a post like 4 months ago saying about with Steven Universe how Lauren Zook got the same shit happened to her. The same shit. And I said on the Amino, I said, this is what's going to happen to Ruby. This is going to happen. You guys need to like fucking mature up. And nobody listened to me. Well, look at Whitley now. He's the fucking overlord. He knows all.
Whitley does know all.
Well, clearly, since, you know, either that or just everyone's retarded in Remnant. Clearly, Weiss is autistic. Clearly, Weiss is retarded. Anyway, so I digress, since my sister's fucking retarded.
And Sun is the smartest guy of them all.
Well, you do know that every single ab muscle you have equates to 10,000 IQ.
Well, then.
Anyways, Black Sun, go ahead and tell us about your opinion of the whole Aaron dilemma, since you don't get to talk too much.
I kind of felt something like this was bound to happen eventually, where the shippers just took it way too far. And, you know, I love to hate on Bumblebee, but it just happened to be Bumblebee this time that went way too far. And I mean, harassing a voice actor, do you really think that's how you get what you want? If anything, it's going to make it less likely that you get what you want. Like, oh, make our ship canon. Well, if you keep bothering them about it, they're just not going to even care about you anymore, so...
Sorry, if I may correct you, though. What they were saying was not that they wanted their ship to be canon. They were upset.
Angry.
No, they were upset about the fact... No. What actually happened was they were upset about the fact that they thought that Aaron was queer baiting.
Yeah.
Which is, queer baiting is stupid. It's stupid. It doesn't, like, the whole point of a show, right, is to get an audience. So they're gonna do any type of method to get a bigger audience. So, you know, yeah, don't be surprised if a show's like, hey, there's a possibility that this gay couple will be a thing. JK, that's not what's going on. It's the same thing with the voice actors. Remember how they got a bunch of like Yeah, that's how shows work. That's how they get their audience. Continue though. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
Like, it just the whole situation, like, well, first of all, I already knew, like, I knew in the back of my mind right when I think Latios was the one who, like, sent the screenshot. He's like, they made a Bumblebee song, and we had always joked about it. And I was like, but why? And I just kind of thought they're just baiting them, or they're just trying to make the shippers happy. Because, like, if they can't make your ship canon in the show, and it's such a big part of the fan base that ships it, then what better way to make money by people buying the soundtrack and the songs is to make them a song about their ship that won't be canon in the show. So I just always thought, well, it's not going to be canon just because of the song, especially a song that was produced in a season where they didn't even interact. And I always just kind of brushed it off like it's not going to be a thing. And when Aaron posted the post about it, it wasn't a thing. We didn't have anything to do about it. It was Jeff just making a song. It's just a song. I was pretty happy because, like, I had wrote a post about it. I was like, guys, calm down. It's not gonna be a thing just because of a song. But then when Aaron said it, I think everyone finally suddenly realized that it wasn't going to happen, even though people on the Aminos still say Bumblebee has a chance of happening.
Honestly, at this point, anything has a chance of happening.
To be honest, I never thought that. I mean, I always just saw Blake and Yang as friends. Like, I never really saw any romantic interaction between them.
See,
so
what I think is why people got pissed off is because with a lot of people on both sides, like people who ship Black Sun and people who ship Bumblebee, a lot of them are like at each other's throats about which one's going to be canon. So with that moment with like in Volume 4, I think I know why they said, like, because we discussed this on why, like, we were like, oh, why did Sun say, oh, Black Sun? I mean, why did he go, I know I care about you, and Yang
would do the same thing too.
I think they did that so they can have it still be equal, so the fighting will continue. But I mean, that's
No.
but my main point is the reason why people got so pissed off is because they're trying to find evidence for either one ship happening. So when something like the song comes out, they go, see, this is why it's canon, blah, blah, blah. And many people are like, yeah, Bumblebee's canon because of that song. You can't say anything otherwise. All these dumb Black Sun assholes, they don't know because our ship got a song, so blah, blah, blah. And then immediately when that evidence was taken away, instead of going and guess that wasn't evidence, they attacked the person that said it wasn't evidence, which of course, so that's why they attacked her, probably because they're like, well, you can't just take away, our evidence of Bumblebee, so we're going to accuse you of this, and this, so you seem, less credible and blah, blah, blah. So that's my theory on why it happened.
That's probably exactly what happened, honestly. Because there is a lot of like tension in it. It's almost like you know how in sports you have a team that you root for and you want to win.
So in conclusion, they're sore losers and whiny little bitches.
Yeah, but the thing is everyone's losing.
So true.
There's no winner.
I mean, until one becomes canon, I guess.
I think that I told this to Snap, and I'll say it again. I feel like Rooster Teeth needs to learn how to be subtle.
Thank you.
Because I feel like ships would be so much more well received if they were subtle.
Yeah, I agree.
Like in Tales of Hysteria. No, but seriously, because I mean, like, that's the
I
only thing.
know. You talked about it many times, I think, on the podcast before. That's what I'm saying.
So what I
Okay,
hear
no need to be rude, Snap. No need to be rude.
So what I hear from Whitley is that everyone should stop watching RWBY and go and watch Tales of Hysteria.
No, don't. No. It's a really bad anime. Don't watch Tales of Hysteria. It's a really bad anime. Play the game. Play the game. Play the game.
See, my thing is, honestly, at this point in time, I'm sick. This might be why I don't like it in RWBY, but I'm just sick of relationships and shows and movies. Like, some of my favorite shows, there's no romantic interest. Or it's
You
not.
mean like the Emoji Movie?
Shut the fuck up. But, like, no, like, my favorite, like, shows or anime, there's no, like, for example, Cowboy Bebop. The main character, he has...
Oh, we've talked...
I swear to peanut butter. God damn. Okay. But no, like, the main character, like, he's, like, going after someone, but between the main cast, there's no, oh, will they, won't they? Or same thing with my other favorite thing, which is Halcyon, the original. There's no, like, obvious, like, oh, well, they're obviously going to hook up. Or even the shows I watch, like, a lot of times, the one thing that'll just get me to not care about a show is if they have, like, just, oh, well, now these characters are going to kiss now. It's going to be super romantic and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't give a crap anymore about relationships and ships like that. Just give me a good show with nothing like that. And I mean, I was hoping RWBY would be like that because it's, in high school, but I was wrong. But that's also why I kind of like Pyridine, is because it kind of gives a message like, hey, you really want this to happen, huh? You really do? Well, we're just going to kill the character, so we're not going to focus on stupid relationship shit. But they do. But the problem about it is they have been focusing on stupid relationship subplots.
In
but
RWBY?
I think it's more forgiving.
In RWBY?
Like, yeah. Well, because everything that Jean wanted to do in 1 and 2 is get with Weiss, but I think since that is played off in a comedic thing, it's not like, okay, well, now we're going to have a touching scene. I mean, they did that here and there, but it's not like, oh, guys, let's stop everything we're doing to do this. I don't know. Someone take the stage. I'm rambling.
Well, yeah, we should just call you Rambles.
I thought you liked Pyridine because you were like, oh yeah, Lancaster.
Oh yeah, no, that is definitely something Snap said.
Oh no, I did say that.
He did say that. Why don't we talk about Lancaster, Snap?
Oh, my favorite ship. Okay, so I mean, I don't really ship, but if it's basically if there were to be a relationship, I can definitely see Ruby and John being a couple, and I don't know why people hate it so much.
I can tell you why they hate it so much in one word.
Oh, because it interrupts.
Pyrrha. No, Pyrrha. Pyrrha.
I don't like Pyrrha, so.
No one does anyone in this podcast like Pyrrha?
I love Pyrrha.
Okay, goodbye.
It's here and there.
She's dead. It doesn't bother me anymore.
The thing, like, her death still fucks me up because of how kind of real it was, and now
how real it was. She was disintegrated, Snap.
No, that's not the point. Anyways,
that's not the point.
She became the dust in the wind, Snap.
Whitley, that's not the point.
It's possible that Ruby inhaled some of that.
No, we're not talking about theories this time. Be gone, thought.
But no, no, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, Pyrrha, but it's like, if you really think about that relationship, wasn't that good? Even though everyone's like, no, it's the best, and if you disagree, then you can be dead, like Pyrrha, and then start crying. But no, but I just don't like. I don't know if it's just because of the straight ship and it interferes with White Rose and blah blah blah.
Actually, I feel like White Rose is a lot more tame than it used to be. Personally, like that's why I kind of grew a little bit more
is.
attached to it.
It's
Like,
not. It's
I know
really
about
not as
Rabbit.
bad as Bumblebee,
it used to be
Nothing.
really bad.
They don't
but
take
it's
like
still
that.
everywhere, which I hate it.
Well, yeah. Like,
Yes.
I feel like White Rose got tamed down. I also feel like a lot of Ruby Weiss ships are not as aggressive as Blake and Yang ships. So, like, for example, if you say, oh, I ship Yang with Neptune, or oh, I ship Yang with Mercury, they're gonna be like, that's so stupid. It's obviously Blake and Yang. Like, the only ship for Yang is Blake.
Kira and Yang, best ship.
Get out. But
we don't
yeah, no,
bully
White Rose.
guests, Sarah.
They want Yang fucking.
Why not? I bully him all the time. He's my husband.
I thought I was your wife, though.
You are my wife, though.
I thought we just had a disagreement about. Didn't you like go into a comment section and you were like, "Misogamy is a terrible thing."
Misogamy? Monogamy is
yes.
monogamy is when you have one other lover. Polygamy is where you have multiple, and I don't like polygamy.
Oh, okay.
But I only have one wife, and I only have one husband. So, you know. JK. Anyways, well, going back to shipping though. What?
You know what would be a huge fuck you to all the ships?
Please don't
Blake-
say it.
Blake and Jean.
I mean, she could like get really drunk one day and just accidentally mistake Sun for
Jean.
Jean.
Either really drunk or is really retarded like Neptune.
I like how we always say Neptune is like the bottom bitch, but in reality, there is definitely a bottom bitch, and that bottom bitch is Jean. Actually, okay, I gotta tell you guys a story regarding shipping. So my ex is really fucked up. He actually like threatened to break up with me a few times when I said that I didn't like Pyrrha. Yeah, no, but this is the worst thing. Okay, so my ex's friend, who is now one of my best friends, she was going to draw a picture of Pyrrha and Neo, like as a ship. She doesn't actually ship it. It was just like an idea that she had, and my ex was so pissed off at her that they have been friends for like almost 7 years. Mind you, and he said, if you draw that picture, I'm never going to speak to you again. And he was serious.
But why?
I also drew a picture of Mercury. I drew a picture of Achilles' heel, so like Mercury and Pyrrha in like chibi form, and it was really cute, and I really, really liked it.
I think I remember this picture.
And he got really pissed off at me. He was saying like, "Oh my god, that's such a bad it's such a bad ship." And then he told me, apparently the reason why I did that. This is not the reason why I did that, but apparently the reason why I drew it was to piss him off and to upset him, because I know that he ships Arcos, and Arcos is the only ship for Pyrrha. And I'm like, okay, so let me get this straight. So Jean can be with any girl, but Pyrrha can only be with Jean. That makes so much fucking sense. And that's kind of why, like, I guess it was also because it was a borderline abusive relationship. But that's also why I just really hate Pyrrha, because of how that relationship was. But I don't know. I don't care too much about Pyrrha anymore. I still don't like Arcos for my own reasons, but that was my shipping story. I still hate Arcos. So no, I will not draw you Arcos.
I propose a new favorite ship.
If you say Enabler, I will agree with you.
No, we should get that ship.
It should be Black Sun.
No, we should get to be canon Mike and Marty. I'm saying it right.
Who's Mike?
Here,
oh.
What about Floyd? The guy.
That was an amazing Ruby TV episode. That was amazing.
It really fucking was.
What is she going on about again?
same guys who tried to rape Neptune in Chibi? Come on.
God, Neptune. I feel so bad for Neptune. Honestly, like, I feel like we talked about this in another podcast. Basically, it was like how Neptune was created to create a plot, like a subplot.
Yeah.
But in reality, if you really think about it, how well do you think Iceberg would have worked out?
Not well.
I don't know. I think it might have, because if you think about it, Weiss and Neptune are very similar. Neptune has to hold up this facade that he's a really cool guy and that, you know, he's pretty much flawless. And the same thing with Weiss, but for a different reason. But that's not who they are. Like, Neptune is a nerdy, awkward guy. And then Weiss is actually like a bitch. I don't actually know Weiss's true personality, to be honest with you. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like the Iceberg ship might have gone well because I feel like Neptune and Weiss could have completed each other in a way where it's like you can be yourself around me and I can be myself around you. And I really like that. However, you know, we're talking about how Iceberg would have worked in the canon.
One, make Neptune straight. Two, make Weiss straight.
Oh, yes, that is the best. That is probably the best possible outcome ever. But you know what? Fuck Iceberg, right? Monochrome and Sea Monkeys. You guys, if you don't follow, what's that one person's name? I'm so sorry, but she's like one of my favorite artists ever.
Dashing ice cream.
Yeah.
Yes.
I referred to them, her. I think it's a her. I'm sorry. I love you, Senpai.
Same.
This is like.
I think that's the only reason why I ship Monochrome.
It's because I really like how Snap doesn't like this, but I really like how an artist can make fan art and make you ship something. Yeah, no, Snap fucking hates that.
That's the best thing ever about fan art, though.
Well,
you
like
can manipulate people's minds.
Well, like for example, with Monochrome, the reason why I actually cosplay Monochrome. I have one of my friends who does a really good Weiss. We do like monochrome stuff. We take like really cute monochrome pictures, and the only reason that we started doing that was because we're both a really big fan of Dashi. So yeah, if you don't have Tumblr, make a Tumblr account, go onto Tumblr and follow Dashi.
Now I understand
She's
why
great.
people ship Bumblebee. It's all because of the smut.
Oh dear.
Well, NC-17, right at you.
But it's true.
You know, I feel like
Weekly says, but it's true.
I know it is true. It's true. It's true. I think it was in the first podcast where I said, you know, the only thing Grim Eclipse was good for was the models for porn, but you know, it's true. It's fucking true.
Now we definitely need Sun and Neptune in it.
You know, there's a lack in there's a not a lack, but there's a lot of things that Grim Eclipse needs.
Oh my god. Sorry, I was looking at something. I looked up the person that you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
And now you ship Monochrome and Sea Monkeys, right?
No.
Fun fact. Fun fact. When I actually went on Dashi's Tumblr, she actually has like OCs of the children of Weiss and Blake, and two of them are these male faunus things. I'm like, they're fucking Whitley. They're literally Whitley. They have the smug look of Whitley, and you know what? This is before Whitley was even a thing. So I'm like, She deserves fucking royalties, man. She made Whitley before y'all did. It's Whitley with cat ears. How amazing is that? Go follow Dashi. It's great. I hope she doesn't watch this.
I hope she does.
I hope not.
We need more sea monkeys.
Well, okay. What ships do you guys think would work in the canon?
No,
Lancaster.
We already talked about Lancaster. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to our. Let's ask our special guest. Hey, special guest.
Special guest.
Hey, Sea Monkeys guy. Contrary to your name, which ship do you think would work the best in the canon? And for the sake of sanity and repetition, we're not going to include. Can we not include like Black Sun, Ren Nora, Arcos, and all those other ones?
Yang and Mercury.
Then I have nothing.
I heard Yang and Mercury. Let the man talk.
I think it can work out if Mercury betrays Salem and shit.
I totally agree with Yang and Mercury, to be honest with you. I feel like, okay, so when Yang lost, I was actually in the car with Ryan, and I was like, hey, you know what would be really great? Fucking Yang and Mercury. Because when I was thinking about it, when Yang lost her arm, I was like, oh no, now she's gonna have to learn how to use, you know, her other limbs to fight. Gee whiz, I wonder if there's anyone who knows how to fight like that. Oh no, Yang, now Yang has a robotic arm. Well then, I wonder if there's anyone else who knows who has amputation or what are they called? Prosthetics that are used for combat. I don't think we know anyone like that. Mercury. Also, a lot of people like to, you know what pisses me off? Going on a tangent. People who use Avatar to fucking prove that a ship is going to be canon. Like, look, Legend of Korra did it. Legend of Korra didn't do it. No, that doesn't mean Ruby has to do it.
Well, see, my thing about it, I'm not talking about ships just in general. I mean, I kind of see where it's like, well, you know, this show did this way, so Ruby might be similar. But I don't know. I was just saying, like, whoa, guys, according to this show, Ruby's gonna copy everything from other shows, and I don't know. It just kind of like it to me. It seems like it like, oh well, not I want, but it seems like, well, I don't believe in Ruby at all, so I feel like they're just gonna steal everything from everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's kind of given like, oh well, Ruby's not that good, so they're gonna steal. So I don't have much faith in Ruby, but you know, I don't know, it's people.
Yeah, no. I guess like going. Sorry to. I just wanted to go back to the Mercury and Yang thing though. Sorry to do that, but that would make you know, that would actually give Mercury a good redemption, and then you know, since Mercury's a villain, you just kill him off. Also, what if Yang became a villain? Like, I always like the idea. Well, Snap likes this idea too of Yang becoming like a mercenary.
But I wouldn't say like a villain, more like a
If it
kind of a.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, because like a mercenary aren't bad people. They just take a job, and whatever the job is, they do it.
So like Neo.
I don't know anything about Neo, so I can't say yes or no.
Oh well, Neo wasn't confirmed to be a mercenary, but they refer to her as a mercenary. So, yeah. Also, I don't know. Gauntlets and Greaves is a good ship. I like it. There should be more fan art of that. But no. Yang can only be with fucking Blake.
Fuck
But
Blake.
the real ship with Yang is Yang and Bumblebee.
There's plenty of fan art for that though.
What the
Yang,
fuck?
According to the fandom, the best straight ship for Yang is Gauntlets and Graves. I was surprised at that because I thought people shipped her with Neptune.
I like how Neptune is like kind of the trash bin for like. I mean, if if there's no one else to ship them with Neptune.
See, the thing about popular ships is I don't think they're as popular as everyone makes it seem to be. Because
I think you're wrong.
well, let me say my point. Because you always seem like, oh, Bumblebee. There's everyone ships Bumblebee, and there's lots of art for it. But I'm starting to believe, or maybe think, that it's more like because there's a lot of times where I see polls that are like late into the game, and the polls will be like, oh, what do you prefer? And a lot of them will be like Bumblebee, but then the ones that win will be like Black Sun. So, in my opinion, from my experience, I think that maybe it's less than we make it out to be, and like the people that we do know who ships those are kind of like the loud people, and they tend to be the more like popular people. But like ships like Bumblebee are not as popular as they make it out to seem.
I think though the reason why like Black Sun loses or wins those polls is because of the quiet majority.
That, and because
So that's my point.
half of Bumblebee just fucking attacked Aaron.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like they kind of tried to die off after. They're kind of ashamed to be like, Bumblebee, click. Because of the whole Aaron incident. Because, like, now sometimes when you say, oh, I'm a Bumblebee shipper, people will think, oh, you're one of the people who attacked Aaron. Well, and I feel like
that's stupid.
They've kind of seen that they shouldn't be walking around saying that they're a Bumblebee shipper.
Oh no, I didn't mean that what you were saying was stupid. I meant like you can't. Okay, as much as I hate Bumblebee, I don't think that it's right for someone to say that you. It's like someone shitting in the pool. You know what I mean? Just ruins it for everyone. So like you can't just go up to someone who ships Bumblebee and say, "Oh, okay, if you ship Bumblebee, that must mean you are like the people who harassed Aaron." The people who harassed Aaron are obsessive assholes. They only did it because they fucking want their dumb LGBT in RWBY, and this is not how you do it.
We have Coco for that.
Yeah, actually, I think that the best Okay, the other thing is that they didn't say there'd be an LGBT ship. They said that there would be an LGBT character.
Thank you.
So, fucking, for all we know, it could mean that, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Yang is the lesbian. Yang turns out to be a lesbian or bi or whatever. That doesn't mean that Bumblebee will happen.
I would be okay with it if Yang was kind of like, if like he's like, I didn't go back, and then like it turned out like at a different village she had like a girlfriend or someone that she used to date. Like I'll be okay with that.
I think that would be kind of dumb in my opinion though, because it's like, all right, Snap.
I would be kind of okay with it, but like I was gonna say, I would be kind of disappointed because they're, I would like stuff to be set up first and then have a payoff. I don't like things going, oh, by the way, because we needed LGBT character, now this character that was presumed straight is now gay and there's no setup and deal with it. Okay, you can talk.
I still think that's dumb because it's like, it just happened. Like, if there was going to be a ship with Yang that was a female, it's like, so, okay. This has nothing to do with RWBY, but Snap, you got pissed off at the fact that Overwatch made Tracer a lesbian. And the reason why, okay, this is how they showed that Tracer was a lesbian, because in a comic, they showed Tracer with her girlfriend, Emily, and you got pissed off at that. So you want the same shit to happen, but with RWBY, and you're going to be okay with that. Make up your fucking mind.
I didn't say I'll be okay with it. I said I'll be disappointed with it.
Oh, if RWBY did the same thing. I heard okay, maybe you got cut off.
No. I meant because I'm saying in RWBY context, if they were to do it last case scenario, I would find that better then all of a sudden Blake wants to bang, Yang wants to bang Blake. That's what I'm saying is in that situation where they're like, okay, we're gonna do this no matter what. I'll be like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll be more okay with it. Other than okay, now all the other alternatives are much terrible. But I said I would be disappointed in it because it's so sudden and out of nowhere. Where I want things to be set up.
Pardon?
If Yang wants to bang anyone, it's probably Sun or Neptune or whoever. Fuck.
Well, like, I kind of really want to stop talking about any ship involving Yang or Blake because we always ended up going back to Bumblebee. But do you Black Sun or Ladius, have anything to say about the topic at hand?
I had something to say a while ago, but I didn't really say it.
Just say it. Just tell us to shut the fuck up and just talk.
No.
Did someone already say it for you?
So no. Shush. Okay. So, what I was gonna say is that some people in the fandom, like I think I've seen this on polls and stuff. Some people will be like, "Do you ship?" I'll just say, Rin and Sun. Like, do you ship this? And people will say no because it ruins Renora. Why can't you just ship both? I don't get it.
To be honest with you, I actually do kind of follow the same mentality where like I will only ship one thing, only one character with another character. But that's just like it's just me. That's just like I would not like that's like I wouldn't ship Oscar with Ruby, for example.
I've read Homestuck, so be where this is coming from. Where I can ship everyone with everyone because why not?
I've seen dark things in Undertale. I know how bad it can be.
God, you're gonna bring up the cancer fandom of Undertale and Homestuck? Jesus Christ.
Each their own. Each their own, right?
But no, I kind of get the mentality of it. Like, in some cases, like there will be some characters where I'll ship with people. Like, for example, with Roman, I ship him with like Mercury. But
everyone.
Well, no, I just Snap, shut the fuck up. God damn. Well, like, no, I'm just saying that I understand the mentality, but there's always going to be that one person or that one character that you have at least one or two ships with. But I don't really blame people for saying that they only ship this character with this character. Yeah. As long as they don't say, oh, no, this is the only person that this character can be with. That's stupid. Because there's different perspectives.
I think in that case with Renora, I think the reason why is because...
Statistics reaching to me, please.
Well, that's what Snap sounds like, so...
It's because it's more canon than most ships, so people are like, well, you can't... They'll go, I don't ship that because, I think they already developed, Renora majorly, so that's why they wouldn't ship the other ones.
Yeah.
I get that. But why do people ship Blake's mother with Sun? Why?
Because it's freaking great. Shut up.
Originally, it was a joke. Like, it was a joke, like, haha, it's funny, because MILF. But then people started drawing porn, and then everyone was like, oh my god, we have to take this seriously now!
I don't know if people take it seriously. It's just because it's that kind of like that male fantasy. That's one aspect of it.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing with Glinda, right?
Yeah, and because it's, like, Callie was like, she showed interest in Sun, like, as, like, not like major interest, just like,
a joke?
Yeah, like laughing and stuff like that. So people, like, took it as, like, I never heard of anyone taking it seriously at all, but, I don't know much people, so.
Me.
Shouldn't be taken seriously though. This is a PSA to people. Enabler is not to be taken seriously. Okay, no, Snap, shut the fuck up. I need you to mute your mic.
Okay.
No, but Snap and I were talking about this a while ago where we just had, oh my god, he actually muted his mic. Wow, what a good boy. Okay. I'll give you a cookie later. But with Enabler, it's actually a joke. It's a troll ship, and people take it seriously. But like that's why it's called Enabler, because it's enabling people to get pissed off. It's amazing.
I think on what post was it? It was that Sea Monkeys comic I did, and that got featured, and a bunch of people commented for some reason about like Enabler on it, and a lot of people were saying like, oh, this is great, you should do Enabler, and oh yeah, I agree, you should do Enabler. And I didn't want to say like, I don't want to do that. I just kind of was like, oh, yep, maybe one day. But I always thought
Black Sun ruining dreams. It is a joke. People don't understand that it is a joke.
And people actually like ship it, and I was like, are they being for real? Like, should I do it? But I wasn't gonna do it anyway. Sorry, I wasn't. But I wasn't gonna do it anyway. But I was like, are they joking? Or are they actually for real? Like, do they really want me to do this? Because that's why I felt bad about saying, nah.
Just say no. Just say no.
When I made a post, when I made my fake Enabler Lover parody post.
Oh, I remember that.
That was so great. I had changed my name to like Enabler Lover, and it was so funny. Well, because I see so many people like do
Should
like.
we do a dramatic comment reading from that post?
Oh, do you want to do it?
There's 60 comments.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're talking about something else.
No, I'm talking about your post.
Oh, I thought you wanted to read the post itself.
No, I want to read the comments, but say what you're gonna say.
Oh, no, I like. Wait, what did you say?
Say what you're going to say.
Oh, no, like I made that, and it was supposed to be a funny joke, and I was wondering if someone was gonna say something good about it, but I'm glad that a lot of the people like jumped on me because of it. I'm not saying that everyone should jump on anyone who makes Enabler posts like badly. Just I'm glad a lot of people weren't okay with it, so I was like, good, RWBY fandom, good.
That's a first.
I mean, I think that, you know, with the context, like, despite it being a joke and that it is incest, I think that, you know, it's not real. It's an anime. So you should be able to, so whether that be like an incest ship,
that was always,
or whether it be like, yeah.
But
I'm not
so
okay
many
with that.
people like frown down on it. Like, you can't even say something like that. Like, if you're like, well, I kind of think it's okay because it's not real.
I think
people
that
are going to be like, you're
just,
a disgusting
okay, no, just let me say my point. I think that, you know, just, you know, it's not real. It's an anime. The whole point of shipping is for the fantasy of it. You could say the same thing about any ship that involves RWBY with someone like, for example, like Ruby and Roman was a really popular ship in Volume 1. Okay, Snap, shut up. But, you know, I just let people ship. Just do that. People still get pissed off about RWBY and gay ships, like guys with guys. It's no big deal. It's not real. Just let people. Fuck, man. People ship RWBY with Crescent Rose and Beowulfs. I know it's fucking weird and kind of disgusting. Just let them do them. Like, you can't censor them.
See, my whole thing about it is, yeah, people can do whatever they want. I'm not going to go up to someone and say, hey, you can't think that way.
But he'll certainly bitch about it to me.
release and like calm down somehow. But that sounded weird. What I'm basically saying is
Wait,
kind of
what?
like what?
Black Sun was gonna say something. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think everyone like has Whitley eventually, because Whitley's like, oh, it's right back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
the thing about it is like, it's like, yeah, it's okay, and if you see it once in a while, but I mean, is it bad for someone like me to like go and just scroll and they say, oh, there's a 15-year-old girl making out with like a 30-year-old man? Am I like supposed to just be like, oh well, that's fine, you know? I don't know. It's the thing about it where I'm not. It still irks me, and that's just because I'm being a normal human being with morals. So obviously, I'm gonna think it's weird. You know, I'm not saying that people who don't think it's weird is not. They're terrible humans, but I'm just saying it's more like, oh, obviously, it's gonna. You know, how I grew up, it's gonna like gross me out. Same thing with like incest. Of course, it's gonna gross me out. It's gonna gross most people out. So I think saying, you know, let people do them, it's like, yeah, but everyone has a right to complain, and never mind. I mean, let someone else talk.
Rambles McGee. Oh boy, I remember the Rosewick ship. Do you think that during the fight with the bird, or like when the fight when they were literally on an airship, and then Roman died, do you think that the Rosewick fandom was like, they're having a rough patch? I believe that I think the only person I know who still likes Rosewick is Fancy Pants, who is like my fucking body and soul. I kind of want to talk about just like, so do you remember how a couple of episodes ago we were talking about how LGBT in RWBY is like, people want, when people say that they want LGBT in RWBY, they don't necessarily mean they want a bisexual person or a gay male. They just want lesbians, right?
You're about to trigger Latios.
What about Scarlet? For all we know, he has a vagina.
Well, actually, a couple. From my understanding, there used to be a podcast that would talk about RWBY, and Miles brought up the theory that Scarlet was trans, and they played around with that idea. I'm not sure if they went through with it, but I wouldn't mind, you know, as long as they go by like how actual transitioning is, and not how like it's made out to be, I would be totally cool with that.
Yeah.
I think that would be really interesting. As long as they did, like, you know, I feel like how trans is portrayed in animes or stuff like that, it's portrayed as being borderline offensive. And I'm not one who gets offended about that, but it's really like flamboyant and like really not portraying it properly.
Well, then again.
Hold on, before you go. If Scarlet's trans, does that mean he can't be a huntsman because they banned trans people from being military? I made oh shit. Sorry, you were gonna say Latius? I'm just gonna.
America, so I think it's probably different.
I would hope so.
Sorry, no. Scarlet's not from Atlas, so he's still allowed to be a fucking huntsman.
Fucking weeaboo.
No, we know for a fact that the only weeaboo is very clearly Mercury.
True.
But anyway, sorry.
What?
The whole... It's a joke, Snap.
Is it an inside joke?
No, it's just
It's an outside joke. Get with the program,
Snap lives under a rock. But under his rock is really nice because there's like a gay strip club. But no, what I wanted to talk about was what ships, like what LGBT ships do you think would work or like would be the most likely to happen?
Velvet and Coco.
Let's
That's what I was gonna say.
Velvet and Coco.
Mhm.
A lot of people say Velvet and Coco, but to be honest with you, after watching a lot of the scenes of Velvet and Coco, I don't really see it. No, we're not talking about Yang. No more Yang. No more Yang. No more Yang.
Right.
You're making me yangry.
For fuck's sake. Doc-
No one says that those two are not married.
They are.
They are married. Could you imagine how pissed off the fandom would be if they said, "Oh yeah, the ship in RWBY is actually Port and Oobleck."
I would die.
God damn.
Angel.
Actually, my hope is that either they make it so Port and Oobleck are the ones that are gay, or Whitley's gay. Hey guys, you character? Well, there you go.
Fuck you. Here, jerk.
If they made Willie gay, then the fandom would just not know what to do.
I actually made a post a really long time ago, and I was wondering why, or like if Whitley was different, not
If he was
a
a girl.
if he was a girl or B gay.
I remember that.
And there was a surprisingly high number of people that said that if he was gay or a girl, that they would like him more.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Fuck logic.
So it's like, okay, so because he's gay, he's allowed to be an asshole? It doesn't make fucking sense. But
So Mercury's gay?
This fandom is just weird.
yeah, they're filled with the SJWs, you know? I'm still pissed off of that one chick that fucked us over.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about social justice.
You mean Blake? Haha.
Talk about that bitch either.
Whew. But going back to the whole Velvet and Coco thing, I don't really see Velvet and Coco as a thing, I guess. I guess because I'm still like remembering the whole Coco like slapping Fox's really bouncy ass.
I ship them.
I don't like Team Coffee. I don't. They're so boring.
I like Fox
You
for
don't
some
know much
reason.
about them.
Fox is the most emo character out of them all. But
Maybe that's why I love him. I don't know.
oh god.
I
Cut
think-
my life into pieces.
To be honest, I think they should put Velvet, Coco, Sun, and Neptune all in one team. Saves the trouble. No one cares about Sage, Scarlet, Natsuhachi, and Fox. They only care about Sun, Neptune, Velvet, and Coco.
They should make a team called Team Gaze, so that it should be Blake's dad, Adam, Yatsuhashi, and Sun.
They should make a team named Team FGTT. Am I right?
They probably shouldn't do
Oh my God,
that
I get it.
because they
Oh,
won't
yeah.
get featured anymore.
Yep. Because God forbid we call ourselves faggots. But
Are
you
we
know,
still salty about that?
I'm still very salty about that. Very salty. But I don't really know who would be a good LGBT ship within the actual canon.
Yeah, me neither.
Can
I
we
feel
just
like
not have ships?
Well, Snap. This entire thing is about chips.
Snap, you have to learn to
Snap, mute your mic. Don't. Turn off your mic. I'm sorry, I love you. But Snap's gonna kill me. And I know one person in particular is going to kill me. Emerald and Cinder.
Yes.
I thought I was the one who said that I was okay with that too.
You said you were okay with Coco and
Yeah, but also
Velvet.
that one when we used to talk about it.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Snap's good with that. But
Didn't Cinder flirt with Sun once?
Cinder?
I ship it.
No, you're making up things.
No. Rewatch Ruby Chibi. Cinder Ball. Cinder Stalls. Cinder Who. Balls.
Oh, I know
Which
what
was
he's
stolen.
He's
Well, no, it wasn't stolen actually. If you look at the post, you dumb fuck.
I like
You're a
Cinder
joke.
fries.
Oh god.
This is a mess.
Oh god, sorry. I just completely zoned out for a second because my head really hurts. I got punched in the face by my doggo. I think I have a concussion.
I think it'll be a good time to wrap it up, or should we? What, you guys gonna get any final comments and topics?
Well, before we go, I think that we should every single person in this podcast individually should tell us your favorite ship and why you ship it. Since Snap already went earlier.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay.
You said Lancaster.
Yeah, but I didn't go why I like it.
Okay, fine, Snap. Why do you like Lancaster?
Yay! Okay, basically, the reason why I like Lancaster is because they have a strong friendship connection. And to me, I rather have characters that seem 100% like friends that can just hang out with each other for hours and hours and not get bored than someone who is only there just to be with the other person. In many scenes, like when is outside of his dorm sitting down and Ruby came up, or when they're at, little scenes like when they're at the dance, stuff like that really makes me go like, wow, these people, these two characters, I can definitely see them being very good friends, and that's honestly why I ship them.
Okay, so exactly what you said before. Can I make an educated guess on what Latios' favorite ship is?
Wow.
Let me guess.
Alright.
Noah's Ark.
Yes.
JK, sea monkeys. Why do you like sea monkeys? Why do you like sea monkeys? Also, it's just us now.
I think I have explained it on my post before. So I actually want to talk about Noah's Ark because it's a huge fuck you to Wise.
Any fuck you to Weiss is my favorite fuck you.
And the fandom as well. It's literally Miles X Gary.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. It used to be my OTP used to be Ren and John, because it was like Monty and John, or Monty and Miles, because they're like broskies. But anyways, continue.
I think because Sun is with Blake and well, Jean is Perilous, and well, Neptune fucked up with Wise. It could happen. I don't know.
I made a post on it before when I was saying that. No, do not mention that ship's name.
Bumblebee.
Ah!
Oh god, it magically appears.
But regarding Noah's Ark, in my post, I was basically saying that Jean and Neptune's interaction with really nice, and I really like the fact that Jean had a newfound respect for, or Neptune had a newfound respect for Jean, which is kind of the type of person that I feel Neptune needs. Someone who won't like enable his fake attitude like Sun, but will enable his true personality like Jean. But I don't know. That's just what I was saying. Because, you know, Sun kind of just enables Neptune's whole like cool guy attitude because he doesn't really seem to, you know.
Everybody knows Neptune is a nerd, but he still does so because he wants Sun.
Well, no, Sun just basically like he doesn't support personality of him being like awkward and stuff. At least from what I'm seeing. But you know, Jean can see through it and makes Neptune be himself instead of. Bleh.
I think Sun is in denial of being adored because everybody knows he is, but he still tries to play it cool.
Yeah, I know, but as his best friend though, as someone who could possibly be with him, I would prefer if it was someone that, you know, likes him for who he is and not who he comes across as. Also,
pretty much in denial.
no, Neptune knows. He knows. He knows he's not what he is.
He still denies it.
Yeah, because he wants to be with the cool guys. He wants to be with his team abs.
He just wants to fuck Sun.
Jesus.
I mean, everyone wants to fuck Sun.
Who doesn't?
Whitley.
No.
No, faunus are gross. Faunus are disgusting.
Until he sees Sun, I'm pretty much sure he wants him. Before he sees Oscar, that is.
Oh, Whitley seeing Oscar?
Yes.
My ship. Actually, I was going to talk about Snowpine, but for the sake of people not hating me, I'm going to talk about it anyways. I originally kind of wanted to say about how I would prefer Ozcrow because, you know, Crow has that quote where he says that everything he's done for Ozpin. And I'm like, ooh. And the only person he's ever kept in contact with was Ozpin. I'm like, ooh. And Ruby Chibi. Ooh. But no, my favorite ship.
Pretty much married to Taeyang.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No. Ozpin is an overlord with. If Taeyang decides he's gonna take his waifu or his husbando, you know, Ozpin will just get rid of him like Summer. Conspiracy theory. No, but my favorite ship, as many people should know, Snowpine. And to be honest, when I actually started liking it, it was because of fan art.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is the reason why I started it as a ship, I just liked the idea of how they would act together. And then I started seeing it in more of a romantic setting. But then recently I actually looked back at my previous drawings from previous fandoms and I noticed something. Every single couple I ship from different fandoms have the same like setup. Like for example, I used to watch Hetalia and there was a ship between Austria and Prussia that I was the only thing I actually liked. First of all, I was like, oh, they have white. Well, one of them has white hair, and the other one has brown hair. Or like dark hair. That's kind of like Oscar and Whitley. And then one of them is super like salty and tsundere, and the other one is like happy-go-lucky. That sounds a lot like Snowpine. And then it moved on to like the Tails franchise, and I'm like, oh, Sorey has dark hair, and Mikleo has white hair. Mikleo is salty and a tsundere, and Saray is happy-go-lucky. Gee whiz, that sounds a lot like Snowpine. So, I just really like the whole, like, happy-go-lucky and, like, rich kid ideology. It's just my whole setup. Also, Whitley needs someone who won't abuse him. I remember in your post, though, you said that Whitley would totally play mind games on him, and, well, yeah, how else is he going to get Oscar to sleep with him?
Oscar will pay him back.
Did Black Sun GTFO?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it because I'm not sure when she's gonna come back.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That will be it for this episode of Team DWBS. I hope everyone liked our discussion on it. We will be back probably next week with another episode. And
thank you, Latios, for joining us and giving us a taste of your really sexy European accent.
okay.
I've left him speechless.